this episode of Cyberpunk Is Neat, we're taking a look at some Lifepath and location-dependent dialogue in Tapeworm. All of this dialogue occurs specifically during the second event. If you don't know what I mean by that, then I suggest watching this video I made. For a while, I've claimed that the events of Tapeworm play out exactly the same, just in different locations. While that is mostly true, the dialogue slightly differs in this second event. For starters, there is a blue line of dialogue available if you get this event outside the chapel in Pacifica or at the Sunset Motel in the Badlands. If you get this event at the ground floor of megabuilding H8, then you won't get any extra dialogue here.
You watching a story on the Arasakas or narrating porn?
Gee, aren't you funny? Look around. Look what they've done to this hood.
You really are paranoid.
You don't see it? Way Corps are stripping our world and lives naked, piece by piece? Can't turn a blind eye to that.
There are then two lines of Lifepath dialogue for each Lifepath. The first will occur after selecting the first dialogue option.
Whatever you gotta say, say it. Got something eating at your code, that's clear.
Been trying to learn how you're wired this whole time. To know who I'm dealing with. Thought you were just unlucky at first, but I kept watching and finally realized what your problem is. You were a kid from the Badlands. Family was your crutch and cushion. But in NC, you're nobody. Best you can do is steal from scavs, the merc janitors. But I kept watching and finally realized what your problem is. Always been a Corpo cog, a replaceable part. Once Saka booted you out, stripped you of perks, best you could hope for was to be a scav exterminator. But I kept watching and finally realized what your problem is. You're a dirt boy from Haywood who found the guts to walk a few extra blocks from home. But turned out the best you can do is chase scabs for Annies. What your problem is. You're a dirt girl from Haywood who found the guts to walk a few extra blocks from home.
The second Lifepath dialogue comes from selecting the second dialogue choice, then the first.
This the part where you divulge your master plan to annihilate Arasaka?
No, it's the part where I say I despise petty merc thieves who think they're hot shit rebels after setting foot in the afterlife. Might think you took on Arasaka, but you're just a bug they scraped off the sole of their boot and tossed in the trash.
Says the most inept terrorist in human history. Need I remind you how you let Arasaka crush your soul and put you here?
A Nomad could never understand what it means to fight for the city, die for it.
Got yourself killed by him too. And I'd just as soon not take advice from a digital corpse.
That's what they teach folks in Saka these days? To shut down, cut power the moment truth looks them in the eye?
Ain't the only one to get flatlined by Saka. Except I didn't let him scoop out my mind. Did you lock it in a trinket?
Huh. I brought war to their doorstep, kid. Your grand plan? To steal their fucking car.
And there we have some unique Lifepath and location-based dialogue during the second Tapeworm event. I've already made 2 videos about this mission, but somehow I keep finding things to talk about. It's the gift that keeps on giving, and that's what makes it neat.